Hello viewers, welcome back to our channel Smart Data Learners by datascientist.ca. Data scientist which turns data into actionable insights. We are bringing a new project today, that is pharmaceutical sales analysis, case study and solution. So let's go there, and first we will go through this document, and then we'll review the data set in this session. So let's begin. So viewers, basically this is a pharmaceutical sales analysis, uh, case study and solution. Client, it's a pharmaceutical global manufacturing company. Data source, it's Gottlieb Chris Distributor Poland Sales January 2018. So source, this data is available publicly at www.kaggle.com/datasets slash this pharma data analysis data. So this case study and solution we are providing by this datascientist.ca. So this data is publicly available at Kaggle website. So let's begin with the executive summary. So the executive summary, this case study documents an end-to-end solution for analyzing uh, distributor supplied retail level pharmaceutical sales data, analyzing distributor supplied retail level pharmaceutical sales data for Poland, January 2018. The client asked for interactive reporting to support three personas: executive summary, sales or sales manager or reps, and head of sales. The deliverable is a Power BI solution featuring an executive summary, distributor and customer analysis, and sales team performance pages built on Star Schema model. Key outcomes include identification of top products, highest performing products, top customer cities, and drillable views by channel, sub-channel, and sales team. Top business questions answered. What are overall sales and units by month or year? City, channel, sub-channel, which product classes and products drive the most revenue? Who are the top managers, reps, and sales teams? By sales and volume, what customer cities should be prioritized for field coverage or promotional activity. Uh, Viewers, this is general information, but you can look into the complete. We will go through the complete dashboard where we have answered most of these questions, and there is a room for uh, further analysis. So we will go through with the completed project. So let's go to the next. Data description provided. This is earlier we mentioned, this the CSV is farmers dash data.csv, contains the following columns: distributor, customer name, country, latitude, longitude, channel, sub-channel, product name, product class, quantity, price, sales, month, year, name of sales rep, manager, sales team, and so on. All records for this distributor and Poland, which is uh, for uh, for this information is provided. But there is more data in it. This is the heading of this data set. We downloaded this data as mentioned earlier from the Kaggle website, and when we can look into the data what is available in our Power BI dashboard. Proposed solution. Please see dashboard for complete information. General information is provided below. Deliverables Power BI desktop with 3 reports: executive summary, distributor and customer analysis, team performance, star schema models, facts plus dimension tables, dim product, dim customer, dim location, time, and so on, distributor. There we will actually look into the exact dashboard, and we will go through in the next session. Architecture. Ingest CSV into a Power Query, light transformation, data quality checks, build a dimension and fact table in Power Query. That's very important part. Third, we will complete a data model from this flat file to a star schema. Create DAX measures visuals as required. Publishing to the Power BI service. We will not cover this in this, but we will complete desktop dashboard, and maybe later on, if we have a time, we will go through the publishing. Data cleansing and transformation. Clean data fact that was denormalized into a star schema. So here, viewers, I will like to go through the data sets, because the next stage we will be looking into the star schema. So let's we'll go through this flat file and see, and then we will come back to our presentation. So viewer, this is a text file where all this data is resided. For example, this is a distributor, this is a customer name, city, country, latitude, longitude, channel. There are 2 channels, I think: hospital and pharmacy, sub-channel, private, retail, institution, and so on. Product names, product category, like for example, mood stabilizer, antibiotics, and all that. Quantity, quantities, and then price, and then sales, months, years. You see, we have the data up to 2020, right? So there are a total of, I think, 254,000 rows approximately. So let's go back to our presentation. So viewers, yes, we have gone through the all this raw data. So what we will do is clean single fact table. So what we will do is we will denormalize into a star schema. So that is our star schema which we have already created, and this is a snapshot of this star schema which we created from the flat files we just presented below. Right, so we will go through all these steps of creating this star schema from this flat file. That will be great learning, meaning how to transform a flat file into a star schema. Reports, report pages and visualizations, executive summary for executive committee. Please see dashboard for actual information. General information is provided below. So basically, there are KPI cards, line charts, maps, bars, stacks, stack bars, slicers, proposed solution, a quick identification of top drugs, classes, top drugs, top cities, channel splits, executives can filter by year, by month, distributor and customer analysis. For sales manager or representative, please see the dashboard for actual information. General information is provided below. Table plus matrix sales, top 5 products, channels or sub-channels split with percent contribution, detailed transaction grid with export capability, customer city, product, quantity, price, sales. Proposed solution. Enable manager to see product level performance and key accounts. Uh, Team performance for head of sales. Please see dashboard for actual information. General information is provided below. Bar charts, metrics, leaderboard, slicers. Purpose, identify top performing teams, reps, product mix per team, and where coaching or reallocation is required. So deliverables, Power BI desktop file .pbx, data model documentation, ER and field mapping, user guide how to use slicers, export data and refresh dataset, DAX measures as required, recommendations and roadmap for production and deployment. So viewers, this is the overview of this project. So we will end this session here, and in the next session, we will actually create a data model from this flat file to relational this star schema. You see. So we'll see you in the next session. Thank you and have a great day. Hello viewers, welcome back. In the previous session, we have gone through the project overview, and in this session we will briefly go through the completed dashboard. And right, so let's begin. So basically, this is the completed dashboard. This is the executive summary, and we have slicers for the years, total sales, top product class, excuse me, top products, top city, sales by year, sales by month, sales by country, and sales by sub-channel. And there we have distributor and customer analysis, sales by top distributors, sales by top customers, sales by top cities, and then we have a slicer for the year, and there is the data for our distributor in the countries, and then sales by channel, sales by sub-channel. And then here we have the same data, and this is our sales team performance. These are by months, and then we have a year, and then sales by sales team and product class, top sales managers and their teams, top sales reps and their teams, distributors by their sales teams. And then we have a sales by product name and sales team. So in the next session, we will work on the data and the dashboards. So thank you and stay tuned. Have a great day. Please subscribe to the channel also. Hello viewers, welcome back to our channel Smart Data Learners by datascientist.ca. So as in the previous session, we already reviewed the uh, sales analysis case study and solution. And in this session, we will work on a raw data which we have downloaded from Kaggle website, and we will transform this flat file into a star schema using SQL Server. So viewers, there is a lot of room to learn the transformation of data, raw data to a star schema. But those who are main focus is on the Power BI, they can go directly to the Power BI sessions. But those who want to learn this session also, they can stay with us. Thank you. So let's begin. So viewers, as mentioned earlier, we have a file which we flat file. Let's go to the flat file. So we will go through now the raw data in this very preliminary stage, initial stages. So basically, what we have here is we have a distributor, we have a customer name, city, countries, like we have a country like Poland, and I think there is another country, some other countries also. So this is field related to latitude and longitude. These are the channels, these are sub-channels, these are product name, and that is product class. This is quantity, price. These are the facts. These are the month, and we have a lot of other. There is a lot of data relating to many years, 2018 and above. Uh, so we'll go through that, and then we have a name of sales rep, and then we have the manager name, sales team. Okay, so that's the raw data. So we'll close this file, and now we will move to uh, our website where we have this star schema already created. So this is the star schema we have. This is a fact table. These are the dimensions: month, customer, distributor, sub-channel, dim city, dim sales representative, dim sales team, dim country. Dim means dimension, so these are channels. So these are the we will be creating this star schema, and for this transforming this raw file to a star schema, we will use the help of SQL Server. So let's go directly to the SQL Server, and and here we will create a new database. This is just for the there are better ways to learn that, but this is a tutorial. So there could be certain areas we try to modify in a way that this tutorial, that so the people can understand how these flat file is transformed into a star schema. Okay, so we will create a new database. We'll name it pharma underscore data underscore. So we're working on the December 2nd. We'll create it. So I have also already created some videos on SQL Server and how to download and install, which is beyond the scope of this tutorial. But I will provide the links to the other videos where you can download, install, and some working on the SQL Server. Okay, viewers, so our database has been created. This is our data, Pharma-Data, December 2nd. So the next thing we will do is we will go through the all tasks, and then we will import a flat file. We'll go direct, and then we will import this Pharma-Data, raw data, text file. So we have that file. We can see here in the import process. So we'll go to the next, and then we'll see the fields of this text file in SQL Server. So we can modify these columns. We'll see how these looks like. So distributor is city looks fine, country, latitude, float, and we'll go. This is you see in the quantities looks tiny integer. We will convert it to a numeric because these are numbers. The price we will convert to the numeric. Sales we will convert to the numeric, right? So month and watch year, small integer, name of the. Okay, so we changed three data types: price to a numeric, sales to a numeric, and quantity to a numeric. So we'll go to the next and then finish. So let's see what will happen next. So you see SQL Server have started importing this raw data. So this has been imported. We can refresh and we can go to the tables. See, we have this table is there. Select top 1000 rows. You see, we have all the fields which we saw in the text file initially, the flat file. So this flat file is now imported into a big table which has all these fields. Now we will transform this into a star schema. We will create a fact table and the dimensions in accordance with these this diagram, which is available on our website datascientist.ca. Right? So let's start. So we have that. We will close this window. Okay. So we'll let me show you our tutorial which we have already created. This is the file we have. So this is a bit of a stars. We will use SQL language. We have created videos on the SQL how and learning SQL. And we will also create a new course for the SQL language, but creating this star schema, uh, this tutorial has been created in such a way that it's easy. We have step-by-step guide how to copy this code and use in the SQL Server to create required dimension and facts tables, right? So we'll right now we'll go to create the required tables, and I think by doing a practice and going through these codes, it's a lot of learning from that. But if someone want to learn beginning level of SQL or something intermediate level of SQL or something advanced level of SQL or whatever level we have some specific videos for the SQL, which is to covering all of that is beyond the scope of this project. So we will start with the with this tutorial. Let's begin. So you have this, you see, we'll go through this tutorial first, star schema, step by step. Let me see. I think we have, okay, viewers. So basically, this is the tutorial star schema dimensions Pharma-Data by datascientist.ca. So this tutorial we will follow to create required tables in the SQL Server. So let's go through with that. A dimension. So there are the dimension channel we have to create. We'll show you that. You see in the channel, we have a channel and channel underscore ID, right? So if we go to the tutorial, what it will do is number one dimension is step one. We will create a dimension, dim dimension. So it will create table, dim channel, right? Channel underscore ID, primary key, channel voucher, like this is the data type, and we'll simply copy this and we'll go to the SQL Server, and in this new query session we'll create that, and then we execute it. So you will see that we have a new table here. Dim channel is here with the channel underscore ID and channel, right? As channel underscore ID. So that's how we will create the remaining tables, right? So let's go back to our tutorial. Now in the step 2, we have to strictly follow these steps because this is the tutorial we need to follow exactly as we have mentioned here. There are a lot of ways to create these, but since it's a tutorial and we will follow step by step to create our complete star schema with the dimension tables. So we have already created the step 1. Now we'll go to the next step 2. We'll copy from here, copy. We'll go to this and replace previous, delete, and we will paste this one and run the code. So viewers, we have now the data in the channels table. Let's look into that. You see we have two channels. One is hospital and the other one is pharmacy, right? So we'll close that. And now we'll go to the second step of our tutorial. Now we'll create a sub channel. In the sub channel, step 1 is we'll copy this. We'll provide the link to this tutorial, and so that you can just follow these steps and create your own star schema. And by practicing, you will learn a lot of the working of the SQL language, right? So let's do that. We'll go here and we'll always replace because since this is a tutorial, we will replace the previous code and run the new code. Execute it. Then we will go to the step number 2 of the dimension table. What it will do is in the step 2 we are basically getting the data from raw data file into the sub channel table, right? Insert into sub channel table channel underscore id, select distinct subchannel c dot channel underscore id from dbo pharma, which is our raw file, and then we will use the inner join dim channel c on p dot channel because we are getting from the data from the pharma. So both of these should work equal, and where also the sub channel is not null. So we'll copy that and we'll go to the SQL Server. We'll delete that. We'll paste this. Now we have, let's check our tables. We have a dim sub channel. So let's run that. You see now we have the channel underscore ID as well. And the sub channel underscore ID, right? So this basically linked with the channel, main channel. We'll remove that and we'll go back to the tutorial. Add sub channel ID, since now we need to add an ID because we have textual fields as we showed you initially that we have a sub channel, but we want also the primary key into the fact table, which is the raw data. We'll just follow this step and it will make sense at the end, right? And then the next step we will update this. I will show you what it means. So in the previous step, viewers, what we did, if we open that, You see, we created the column sub-channel, but it doesn't have a data. But now what we will do is we will run this code, SQL code, which will update our IDs. Okay, now if we run this now we have sub-channel underscore ID, right? So we will close this one and we'll go back to our tutorial. Now we will create a distributor. First we will create the table, execute, and then we will insert the data into the distributor table from Pharma-Data. You see, this all we are getting is from the raw data and populating our dimension tables. And then we will take the add. Now we, as mentioned earlier, we now have to have a fact table, also distributor underscore in ID, right? So that we can connect the dimension distributor dimension to the fact table. So we'll copy this and we will paste here. And the next step we will update our distributor table. Now basically we will now update the pharma table, fact table. Let's check that. You see, in the pharma table we have, this is our distributor table. These are the distributor underscore ID and distributor, right? Now we will update these primary keys into a foreign key column into which we created into the Pharma-Data. Let me show you that. You see, this is now, we just have created the column. Now in this step we will update this column. Okay, so pharma table distributor underscore ID has been updated. You see, now we have sub-channel underscore ID and distributor underscore ID. Two primary keys, two foreign keys have been generated. Now we will go back to our tutorial and go to the country dimension. Create a country dimension, and for the country dimension we will copy this code. So it will create a country table and execute it. Now there is no data in it. Let's select. You see, there is no data. Now in the next step we will populate countries. Let's copy that. So there are basically two countries, I think. Let's check. So there are two countries, Poland and Germany, right? So we'll close that, and the next step we will have is city. Now we have to create a dimension of city. Because there could be a better ways to learn and to create this, but this since we thought that is the simplest, that would be much faster way. Copy that. Always replace the previous code, paste it. We have 751 countries, right? Now add primary key. So we will alter city table and add a primary key to that. You see right now, if we see at this city, always refresh. You see, we do not have this any primary key, so we will create the primary key here. Alter table dim city and city. Okay, so we'll execute and now run that. You see now we have a city underscore ID primary key, right? Now we'll go to the next step. Step 3, alter table. We have we have already done that. Oh, sorry, we have to create a country table. You see, we do not have a country table, a country ID here. Select. You see, we have a city ID, and if we go to the uh, city table, dimension city, we also need a country ID, right? So here we will run this piece of code. First we added the primary key, and now we'll add the same here with the country ID. Executed. Let's run that. Now we have the country ID, we need to populate that. So we'll go to the next step, populate country underscore ID. So we'll update this, just follow this, uh, because we are right now we are not explaining all of this code, but we are working to create a star schema. Maybe I will create a next video for line by line code will be explained in the next video. Basically, in general, we are updating the new column we have created for the country ID. So we'll copy this code and we can run it here and paste, execute it. And now we'll see the dim city. You see now we have country IDs as well. And Now we just have to follow these steps. We cannot miss any of this step, and we try to create this tutorial as easy to read as possible. Now what we will do is add a city ID to fact table. You see in the fact table, we see its column. We do not have a city ID. We have a distributor, sub-channel, sales teams too. Now we need a city ID here. And we'll execute this code. And if we run this, we have a city underscore ID, but it's null, so we'll update that, right? We will execute it. So it will take some time because there are 254,000 rows, but these are now updated. Viewers, there is we can do a lot of things in Power BI also, but Power BI we have found it to be slower or but we found it this way to be a more faster. We have a lot of data, so that makes our process very fast, you know. So this one we have pharma table. You see, if we run this now we have city IDs also, right? We have the city IDs as well. Now we'll close it and we go to the next step for the dimension of customer. So in the dimension customer, we'll use the same, follow the same steps we have here. Seven hundred 51 customers. Next step is alter customer ID. We'll create a customer ID key because it just imported the data. Now we need a primary key also. So we'll just replace this. In this step, we are altering the table and adding a customer underscore ID. Execute it. It has been updated. Now we'll see the customer table. We'll refresh the tables. You see now we have a customer ID. We have a city ID. And we have a city and a customer name. So if we go to our website, see the model just to see if we have all these columns. So dim city customer. So we are in the customer city underscore ID, customer name, and customer underscore ID, 4 columns. So let's go back. We have 4 columns: customer name, city underscore ID, and customer underscore ID. So we'll now go to the next step. Now we'll alter this and add a primary key constraint. If we design it, Right now we do not have any primary key. So by this command it will create a primary key to the customer ID. Let's create that. You see now customer ID is a primary key. Okay. Now we'll go to the next step. Add a column into fact table, because you know this customer ID should also be into the fact table, otherwise dimension cannot be linked. Customer dimension cannot be linked to the pharma data to look into the measures from the customer point of view. So we'll add this code to add a customer ID into the fact table. We'll do that and we'll execute it. And now you see, now we have that. Customer underscore ID, and then we'll go to the next step, populate the primary keys into the customer underscore ID column of the fact table. Update P means P dot customer ID set customer ID is equal to C dot customer ID from pharma P inner join customer C on customer name is equal to customer name, because right now we only have textual fields, right? So we'll execute that. It will take some time because there are 254,000 rows. And now if we check, now we have the customer ID also. So now we have subchannel ID, distributor ID, city ID, customer ID. So we are progressing. We'll now go to the next step of our tutorial. Dimension. Now this dimension is sales team. We'll copy this code. We'll go back. We'll create a sales team. Here, sales team. Okay. So if we check, we have created the table. And if we select, there is no data. Now we'll go to the data, insert data. Insert data into sales team. So let's see what we have. You see we have a sales team underscore ID, sales team Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Alpha, and then we have the manager's information also, right? We'll close this and we'll replace this code with the next code. Here we will not be updating fact table because this will not directly link to the fact table, it will link to the sales representative. So now we need to create a sales representative table and we'll copy that. Sales representative table. Now I'll go to the next step. it will insert the data of dim sales rep into sales rep table name, sales rep and sales team underscore ID. Select distinct name of the sales rep and sales team from pharma. Inner join dim sales team s on p dot manager is equal to manager p dot sales team is equal to sales team where not null. So we'll create that. So there are basically we have 13 sales reps. Let's refresh. So we have a sales team ID, sales rep and sales rep ID. So if we go to our data model, in the sales rep we need sales rep underscore ID, sales team underscore ID, right? I'll go back to our tutorial and we'll go back to the SQL Server. We have to go, now the same information will go to the sales reps ID would go to the add, we'll add a column. Let's do that. And then we will update this table. So what we did is in this step is we update the alter that we created the new column of the sales rep ID and then we will update this column. So if we refresh and if we go to the pharma, so we have sales rep underscore IDs also here, right? And now in the next step, we will create a ninth dimension, which is product. Same for that. We'll go back. Here we will create and then execute it. We created the product table, dimension product. Let's see that. You see there is no data here. So we'll remove that and update this data. So for the updating the data, we'll go to the step 2 of the dimension. You see, viewers, we try to make this tutorial easy to read, easy to understand, easy to follow the code. If there is anything improvement we can make, please let us know, right? In the comment section. Okay, we'll go back to here and here we'll update the product table. Insert the data into the product table. We understand this is a lot of things to learn here, but we have separate videos for all of the related topics. But in this, we'll just follow the code and create our objective of transformation of the data, right? 240 rows has been affected, so we'll select so these are the product name, product class, right? And we'll close this one and we'll go back to our tutorial and in the populate we have populated. Now we add a product ID to a fact table. We'll copy this. We are almost done with this transformation. We'll execute that to create a column product underscore ID into Pharma-Data. Let's do that. We'll see if it has been created. It says it's successful, but we can look into that. You see, we do not have any data right now, so we'll populate that. In the step 4, we will copy this and we'll just paste it here and we'll execute it. See, it will take some time because there are 254,000 rows. We will refresh tables. So let's run this one now. Check. Always, I think that we have a success messages here, product IDs here now. So there is a last dimension. I think now we are almost at the last dimension. And then we are done with these transformations and we'll go to the Power BI to import this data. Excuse me. Create table dim month. So we have already created a table of month dimension. And insert into month underscore ID and month underscore name. January is 1, February is 2, March and so on, right? December 12th as the number of months. So we'll run this code. Execute 12 rows, 12 month added. Add alter a month underscore ID into the Pharma table. This is done now, and let's see. You see, we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, December, and now we'll also check. We also updated they are null now, but we will. Last step we have is update fact table with the primary key of foreign key month. So we have months also updated. We can check if all the months we can order by underscore ID. we say ASC, you see smaller month, January will be the one. Okay. So we have created all of these dimensions: month, product, like total 10 dimensions we have: month, product, sales rep, sales team, customer, city, dimension country, dimension distributor, dimension sub-channel, and dimension channel. So we would now we will move to the next step. We you know we show you pharma table. You see, we have all these descriptive columns are still there. We don't need now because we that makes the process that takes a lot of space. So we'll remove these and we will use only the numeric because these have already been transferred into the converted into the dimension tables. So what we will do is we will again go to the our this data model and see what we need here only. So basically we need here these IDs and we will remove all of these. So basically we have city ID, customer ID, distributor ID, month ID, price, product ID, quantity, sales, sales rep ID, sub-channel ID and year. So we'll remove all of these. So it's the best way, I think. There are a lot of ways to do that, but since we'll save our time by, let's see what we have here. We'll look at the columns. Let's see if we can delete these from here. We don't need this now. We can delete. We can delete customer also because we have a customer ID. There are a lot of ways we can use SQL or other things, but right now we want to save time and we will remove this one. Don't need that because this has been transferred to channel will be removed. Sub underscore channel will also be removed. Oh, yeah, we'll remove that. Quantity will need that, price we need that, sales we need that, month we don't need it because this is a textual column. We'll remove that. We need a year. We don't need a name of the sales rep because we already created a dimension. That has to be done very carefully, viewers. I'm doing it very faster because I have done some practice, but always when you are removing these, double check that, right? So we don't need a manager. And then all these ID columns we need because we have generated these. We'll remove that. Now we have the one month ID, product ID, sales rep ID, customer ID, city ID, distributor ID, sub-channel ID, year, sales, price, quantity. So basically we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 columns. And we'll go to our data model. How many we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you see we only have IDs or these numeric measures, price, quantity, sales, and then year and all these IDs, right? City ID, customer ID, distributor ID, month ID, product ID, sales rep ID, sales sub-channel ID. So we have sub-channel ID, distributor ID, city ID, customer ID, sales rep ID, product ID, month ID, year, price, sales, and all that. So where we have our data, let's run this. You see now with the same table, pharma table, but it comes with the now only the IDs. So now we're in the next step. We will now create a Power BI file. And we'll get data and we'll get SQL Server data. And we need a server database name. So SQL Server, what is the name of the server? The best way to get is just try to connect and you will get the server name. Since we don't want to move forward, so we'll copy this and we'll paste it here. And in the next step, we need database name. Just double click and we can copy. And in the Power BI, we put the database name. We will use import right now and just do that. You see we have all these tables from our server. So we'll select all of these are dimensions. We'll load that data. You see from flat file we created a star schema in SQL Server. There are a lot of ways to create a star schema. Even we can use Power Query to do that. We can use Microsoft Access to do that. But we use the SQL in this session, but perhaps we'll create some other tutorials of transforming a flat file into a star schema using some other tools, right? So we have all these tables here and we'll go to the transformation tab, transformation side, Power Query. See, we have all of these dimensions. We have a sub channel. We have a sales team. We have sales rep ID. And then we have a sales team ID, product class, product name, months, distributor, dim customers, dim country, in dim channel. So guys, right now we think we will leave, we'll close and apply this transformation. And this data looks fine to us so far. Now the next step is data modeling. And we will follow the data model. So you see, Power BI has already created some links, but we have to double check these if these links are correct or wrong. Because we cannot just leave everything on the artificial intelligence, which is we have to double check everything. You see, this is created. So we have the complete star schema. Country. We'll look into the. We start with the country. Country is linked to city. Here we have a link to the city by country ID, and then city to the fact table. But we don't need a link. It's linking to the city. Oh, I think we have a city. So basically, we don't need to link this one. You see, that is not correct. So we need this link. Make it active. So dim customer is now linked to the customer ID in pharma, right? And distributor is linked to the fact table. Okay. Sales rep is connected to the sales rep, and product is connected to the product of the fact table. And month is connected to the month underscore ID and the farmer month underscore ID. And the dim channel is further connected to the channel underscore ID and of the sub channel. So basically, viewers, our data model looks good. Now we will almost ending this session. We will just create some small verify the. We will verify the data. Let's add this multi-row card, right? And we'll check if our data looks good. We will add in the farmer table. We will add sales. Total sales are 11 point. Let's format that. Okay, right now we'll leave it here. In the next session, when we will be working on the video, on the dashboard, we'll do more. So most important, we need to save this dashboard, pharma dash data analysis underscore December 2nd, right? We'll save that, and we'll copy the same. We'll just verifying this data we have created in this session, but we'll not be building the dashboard, start building the dashboard, because right now we'll just want to verify the data. In the next session, we will be building the dashboard. So we'll see what it is. Uh, Total sales, top products. Let's do that from the products table. Product name here, and we want top one product sales here and apply it. Top product is 169083, and one thing we can do is we can add a product name as well. So basically IONCLOTID product name, and then we can create another one, and here we'll again add total sales. Then we will add a we want to see it by product class, top product class, top one by .37, and we'll check, we will also name of the product class. So that is an let's create another graph. This is just a verification of the data we created, from the raw to Star Schema in the in the SQL Server. Then we imported this Star Schema into the Power BI. Now we are testing the data. It is always a good practice to test the data so that we to rule out any anomalies or any errors. Errors can happen, so it's always best to verify that. So here we'll see. We'll create a graph, and then we'll sales by month, x-axis by month name, and here we'll use viewers, these are not in order, so what we can do is we can go here, and in the pharma or in the month table, we can sort this. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so now we have January's first. And let's by sub-channel. Legend is sub-channel. Go to the dimensions. Sub-channel. And then we'll use the private is 3 billion. Let's see. Okay, I think we need to do that. 0 is not good, so we have 2.52 billion here. Okay, this looks good now. And by year over year. Okay, let's create another one. This is just a testing of data. We are not working on the dashboard. In the next session, we will do that. Let's quickly create another chart. Use the year, sum of sales in the X, Y axis, and legend is channel. Okay, well, so we will end our session here, and in the next session, we will start building the Power BI dashboard, all the requirements as we discussed in our case study. So we hope that this session has been very informative. We have done a lot of things. We imported the raw data into SQL Server, transformed that using SQL into a dimension, then fact table, then imported the same into the Power BI and tested the data today. So we'll see you in next session, and please subscribe our channel. That will motivate us to create more and more tutorials for our viewers. And also, if you like, please like and share this video. Thank you and have a great day. Hello viewers, welcome back to our channel Data Scientist .ca and our project which is under the Smart Data Learners. So basically, viewers, in this session, we in the previous in this session we will start building the dashboard, and in the previous session we transformed a flat file into the uh, star schema. So in this session, we will utilize the star schema we created in SQL Server and start building a dashboard for pharmacy data analysis. So let's start, viewers. So first of all, we have already opened a new Power BI dashboard. Let's create a new file. So we will create a new Power BI file. And I will open also SQL Server Management Studio to show you how to import this data. So viewers, here is our database, this one, which was created from tutorial that was, let me show you the tutorial also, just to recap what we have done earlier. So this was the tutorial we followed as we in our previous session to create a dimensions from raw data, right? So let's begin to the uh, our this is our database, and these are our all the tables we have already created. So now we'll import these into Power BI. So get data, get SQL Server, and here we will need the SQL Server name. We can go to the database engine and we will find out there this information we need it in our SQL Server. And we also need, perhaps it is an optional, so we'll just click OK. So these are the databases we have available, but we know that we are using this database, right? So we'll select all these tables. Excuse me today. So we'll now go to the transformation. We'll see how this data looks like. Channel is one. So here's I think the data looks good, and we will apply. Okay, so we have our data here, right? So now let's start building the dashboard. First of all, we have to name our dashboard, save our dashboard as a pharmacy, pharma, sales, analysis, underscore, December. Five. Okay. Okay, so we'll now give executive summary. Executive summary, and we'll give it a name. So in the executive summary, first of all, we need, we'll begin with the filters. With the slicer, and we'll put the data here, and here we will use the year, and in the Slicer setting, we will change it to drop down. Okay, so that looks good. Now we'll need card visual, which will show the total sales. And we'll category label, call out value. Let's make it and we'll give it a name, title as total sales. And now we'll need a multi-level, multi-row card. This is a very useful feature, very powerful tool, very powerful visual. Here we will choose sales, total sales, and we need by top one category, top category. So uh, top product class. So we will select from the products dimension, product class here, and in the filtering we will, this is a very powerful feature, viewers. We'll select top number one class and then sales, apply, and here we can also use the name of that product class. It's an angelistic top product class. Title, we'll give it a top. Okay. So now we have a top product class, and the same way we will need a top product. Top product by sale. and we need a heading. Top product. And we also would need a name of the product, so we can put the, because it's a multi-level card, so we can put the product name and on the top of that. So top product is iron ore kit, and then we need a top city. And for in the dimension city, we'll select the, first of all, we need sales. Top product, and in the top product, we also need a name of the product, and we also need to have a name of the product name. Okay, so the multi-level, and it will be top product. Okay, we have the top product also. Now we need a top city. So top city will again need a multi-row card, and we'll use sales. We don't need a category label, we need a title, and title would be top city. And then we will use a filter for top city. We'll use mention city and then city name, top one, and by sum of sales, and we also need a city name. Okay, so top cities is let's see what we can further. Hmm. So you will always, if you see, there is always deselect these. To deselect, just double click on that. You see, if I select this, so we have these formatting, call out values. I think we'll leave it here because it would be good. Let's go next to the sales by year. So we'll use line chart. And here we'll use the year in the x-axis. So let's year is available in our data here, and sum of sales in y-axis. and change its title. No, we don't need a saved by year. Okay, the next is saved by month. From the dimension month, we need month here, and sum of sales, and we will sort these months by from January to December. So to do that, we'll go here and in the month table, sorting by the month underscore ID, right? So we'll go there and then sort these ascending, so January to February. And here we can do something. Let's 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 change the color to I think we'll go with the this one. Let's do that also. And then we save that. And the line color also we'll use with this scheme. And here we will also use let's make these gradients by sum of sales, and let's make a lighter one and the highest value to this. And we don't need a legend, so I think that looks much better because the darker they are, the higher the volume. The more volume we have, we can put these sales by month, and title is and then we need a sales by country. For the sales by country, we need a map. And in the map, we will use a location dimension country. You see, we remember we created all these dimensions in previous session. Here, upgrade, and then we need a sum of sales in the size of bubble, and we can basically bubble we can use perhaps a gradient by sales, lowest this, highest. See, the pole end is now lighter and this one is darker. Okay, because the next one is sales by year and channel, right? Year and channel. So we'll use this, and here we will use year x-axis, sales in the y-axis, and then dimension channel. And we don't need sales by year and channel. And we can format that color. And for the pharmacy, we will change to okay. That looks good. Sum of sales by channel, and then we need sum of sales by sub-channel. For the sub-channel, we'll use this one. And sum of sales, sub-channel and sum of sales. So remember we created the dimension channel. The legend will use this and the sub-channel sales, and we perhaps change color better, I think. Excuse me, viewers, I think it's a weather. Okay, I think we are that good. That looks good. And we need a sales by city. Again, our dimension of city, we can use city location and then sum of sales in the size of the bubble. And we need top 10 cities, right? We don't need all the cities, we need top 10. So here we will again use the city in the sum of sales and top 10 and then sum of sales, apply, and then we can further format that. Color we could use gradient to the darkest one. Where the sales are more, we can. I think that's enough. We see the darker there are, the color. Sales by country and sales by city. So viewers, we have our executive summary ready. Top products, top product class, top products. I think we have this one these are total sales. And out of these we have top of these cities and okay, so we will save this one and now we'll go to the you see once we have all the data transformed into a star schema from flat file, now we can quickly build our dashboard. So we'll go to the next dashboard, which is our distributor and customer analysis. So we basically what we will do is Okay, we'll save that and okay. And in here we will need top distributors. For the top distributors, and we need sum of sales, and we need top 10, I think. Top 10 would be top 5 would be good. By sales. Okay, and title would be sales by distributor, and we can format these bars, color as our color scheme, and we'll use the gradient, and higher would be sum of sales, and we don't need a okay. So we have these, and now we need a top customers, sales by top 5 distributors. So we can just general sales by top 5 distributors. And then we need top customers. So we'll basically copy this and copy. Let's see, I think it's let's see. I think we have an issue here. Basically, links to the wrong active relationship. You see, this is inactive and this is active. We don't need this, and we'll make it active because city from the fact Pharma-Data to the dimension tables customer ID from here to here. See, customer ID, right? So we'll go there, and now we have the properly this, and we need top 5 customers. Top 5 customers, and this one is top 5 distributors. Okay, so the top 5 customers are okay, so we have top sales by top 5 customers, top 5 distributors, and now we need the top 5 cities. So here we'll use viewers. Again, we will use our map here. And location, we will use from the dimension which we created. Cities, and then we need I think we can simply copy. We already created this. That will save a lot of time. So one more thing we need, perhaps from the cities, we need in longitude. We'll copy this graph because this is the same we need it here. So it is always save a lot of time because this visual is giving the same thing. The only thing we need to know is now we need top 5. You just simply do that. Okay. Top 5 cities. sales by top 5 cities. So this is the let's say, and then according to the color, they will be darker and lighter. Okay. And now we'll use sales by distributor and product. That is basically a here we need distributor, product class, and then we need a product name. And in the columns, we need countries. So since there are not many countries, so we can use countries in the column. So we know that we only have 2 countries, Poland and Germany. So we can safely use this in column. And for the values, we need a sales. Okay, so we're sorting these by sales, and basically we can use there is a lot of room for this formatting. We will use we'll use a formatting because that looks much difficult to read. We can cell elements, background, okay, we will do that. And So these are a lot of options we have that, but we will leave these here. We'll save that, and now we need two more by sales by channel. We need sales by channel, and here the channels are channel, and then we need some of sales, and we can format these to okay, and then sales by sub channel. We can copy. I think we have that sub channel. So basically, we'll copy that. That will save a lot of time. Okay, Bruce. This one is also completed. Perhaps we can also add a slicer here, I think. Or we can copy the same one from here. So these are all years. We can use 17, we can use 18, 2020, and so on. So this one, we have already completed our distributor and customer analysis. And now we'll go to the next one, sales team performance. In the sales team performance, we need top distributors. Okay, so basically it is in the sales team performance, we need uh, slices by month. So first of all, we'll include the and we'll put the month name, and that will be in the slicer settings tile. Okay, so we have all these months, and we need years also. We'll add another one. And here we need Let's see what we need here is, let's add this viewer multi-row card. So we'll try this one, and here we need top sales manager. Let's see that. Sales, and we need top sales manager. We'll put it here. One, we need one, and then we need sales. And we also need a team for this manager. So we'll get this sales team from Brittany Bolt, and then we have And let's do the next one. So we have the top sales manager. And then we can copy this. So we have two of these managers and their teams. Okay. Managers and their okay. So we have top sales managers and their teams. Brittany, Delta, Charlie. Okay. Now we'll need okay. So we will need now to by sales team and by product class. By sales team and product class. Okay, let's go to the sales team, sales by sales team and product class. So here we will use this one, and we need sales team. These are the dimensions we created, remember? So we'll use the sales team in the y-axis, sum of sales in the x-axis. These are coming from the fact table, and product class in the legend. So the product class we will get from the product. And we need these data labels, and perhaps we can, I think this color looks good to me, and we need a legend product class title. We can improve that, sales by sales team and product class. We will save this chart, and then we also need the top sales reps. We will use another multi-level manager, sales rep, team and sales rep, sales, and team also. And we need top two sales reps, right? Top two sales reps. Two, and by their sales. Abigail and Jimmy Gray. And we'll sort these by descending, and the title general top sales rep. Rep, top sales rep, and their teams. Okay, so now we will need sales rep by team. Okay. Now we need a product. Basically, what we'll do is we'll copy that and paste it here. Because that will save us a lot of time. And we can use the sales by sales team. I think we need to have this by sales team. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. These are the 4 teams here. We need products also. So basically what we'll do is we will need another card and product name, manager, and product name. And we need a sales team. Legend, and we need formatting. We need a data labels. So we can check these by this. And also, I think we need top 3 products, right? So we can, we can do is from the product name, we can just put it here, top 3. Sales by sales. So these are the top 3 products we have. Basically, we can perhaps change their colors, I think. Okay, viewers, I think we are done with this dashboard also, and here we have to give the sales team performance. And one thing we need to so these are we have the information for sales team performance. Let's try to format that. Okay. I think that looks better now. There are a lot of rooms to improve that. Let's change their colors. Okay, viewers, I think we will end this here and we will review what we have done and then we will consider it to be a complete. Let's quickly, we have saved that. So we have, this is our executive summary. Let's try to insert our logo here. Let's we'll try to do that. So we can add our logo here. Okay. So I think we are done with this dashboard. So we have this executive summary. We have this distributor and customer analysis, and then we have the sales team performance. So viewers, we have completed this dashboard of pharmacy data analysis. And uh, if you have any questions or comments, please leave these in our in the comment section, and also please subscribe to our channel and share this video if you like, uh, because that will motivate us to create more and more tutorials for our viewers. Thank you, viewers. If there is any issue, just leave the comments and we will fix that. But so far, we have everything completed in this video as required. So thank you and have a great day.